Hey, third graders, it's Miss Smith here for math for Wednesday. So I just wanted to show you how to get started on these area and perimeter task cards. So if you go to NTI Wednesday Math, um, it's always good to view the assignment before you open it. And you'll have to be patient with my computer because I want to show you guys how to open this. If it is open and it's turned sideways, I want to show you how you can rotate it in Kami. I'm not sure if it'll be sideways for you or not. Yes, it is. Okay, so it's sideways. So I'm going to go ahead and open with Kami. And then once you're in Kami, there's a rotate option. I've done it before. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but I know it's in here, and I'm going to find it once it gets loaded. So these task cards are mixed up. They have finding area of rectangles and finding the area of irregular shapes that are not rectangles. And they have the same for perimeter. They have finding the perimeter of rectangles and irregular shapes that are not rectangles. They also have word problems. All of this will be the types of problems that are on your area and perimeter test on Friday. So this is really good practice. I'm going to hit no thanks. And let me see if I can find this to show you all. Probably should have looked at it before, but I didn't because I wanted to open it while I was recording. So I'm looking. I know there's a rotate option. And if I had you all on here live, you'd be like, Miss Smith, it's right here. Let's see if it's up here somewhere. Menu, maybe. See if we can. We don't want to split. Right here. Okay. Rotate clockwise. So under these three little bars that say menu, if you hit rotate clockwise, it's going to turn it like a clock goes. Boom. Okay. And then just click off to get off that. Okay. So let's get started. It starts us off with an irregular shape right off the bat. Okay. What is the area of the figure below? Well, it gives it to us in square units. So that's pretty easy. So all you have to do is count the square units because remember, area is the inside, perimeter is the outside. So make sure you're reading carefully. And if it says area, you want to find the inside. So I'm just going to mark as I count so I keep up with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm going to put right here. Actually, it's probably better if you type it in. And you're just going to type right into the task cards. Area equals 6. And it doesn't tell us here if it's centimeters or inches or feet or whatever. So I'm just going to put square units. Okay, and you can even put square U if you want to. So just somewhere on the card, you're going to type that answer for me. Please try to type it because sometimes writing these answers can get a little wonky with the drawing tool. Okay, I'm going to switch back over to drawing here. What's the area below? Same thing. I just have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know it's area because it says right up here area. And I'm going to click in here that area equals, that's a plus sign, equals 8 square. And I'm going to put a U for units. Okay, move that up so my teachers can see it. Okay, so I think you've got the hang of that. If it gives it to you in square units, all you have to do is count square units. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, well, let's go down here where it asks you for the area and it doesn't give us square units, like on number 5 here. Okay, so what do? Well, I have to remember the formula. When I say formula, how do I find the area? Well, I can count up all the square units. There's not square units. I can certainly divide it into square units, okay? Or I can multiply the length times the width, okay? The first way I said was divide into square units, okay? This is going to be a lot more complicated, but if you want to do it this way, you can. This says 6, so I would divide this into 6. So 1, it's going to be tough. 2, because I don't have a mouse. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, make sure that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I said, you don't have to do it like this. This is the hard way around. Okay, it says this one's divided into 4. So there it's divided into 2. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now all I have to do is count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. Or I can just simply multiply that the area is going to equal 6 times 4, which equals 24. And when it's area, it's square units. Okay? If you know your multiplication tables, all you have to do is multiply, because that is really hard to draw in the square units. Okay? Well, let's look at the next one. It gives us an irregular shape. How do we do this? We have to turn it into rectangles. Okay, so right here, I'm going to draw a line and I'm going to split it into a rectangle and a square. Okay, I know this is a square because the two sides are the same. So then I find the area of each one. Well, let's do the rectangle on the bottom first. Okay, so down here, I know the area is length times width. So I'm going to do 2 times 6. And I know that 2 times 6 means 6 2 times. That's a double. So it gives me 12. Okay, and then up here, length times width is 2 times 2. And I know that's 2 times, and that makes 4. Okay, and then to get the area of the whole shape, I have to put these two together. So I'm going to have to add the 12 and the 4. Okay, I know that if I count on from 12, 13, 14, 15, I'm going to get 16 square units. Okay? So when it's an irregular shape, like this one, they're going to be down here, you're going to want to draw a line to make it into two different shapes. If it gives you just a regular rectangle, all you simply do is multiply length times width. If it just gives you one and you know it's a square, then you're going to know that all the sides are the same. So length times width is going to be 6 times 6. Okay, now we're moving on. If you see, the question changes here. So now it's going to be asking us for perimeter. Perimeter is the fence around the outside. That means we have to add up all the sides. So if they give you a nice little square unit box like this, you just have to mark and count the sides. Okay, so we just simply, I'm going to mark each one so I'll remember that I got that one. I already counted that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just keep going around. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm going to stop right there because I'm back where I started. Okay, so I'm going to type in P this time because we're working with perimeter. P equals 12. And with perimeter, we don't use square. Okay, because you're not multiplying. You can just say U for unit since it doesn't give you a certain unit of measurements like inches or anything like that. Okay, so same thing with these. You just go around and you count the outside of the edges. Okay, so this one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1, plus 1, plus 2, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. So you're just going to count around the outside. Okay, now if they don't give it to you in nice little units like these squares, and they give it to you like this, you're just going to add up all the sides. Okay, so if I know the top side is, sorry friends, if I know the top side is 6, then I know the bottom's going to be the same at 6. And I know the right side is 4. I know the left side's going to be 4. So I just simply add up 6 plus 6 and 4 plus 4. Well, I know 6 plus 6 is 12. And I know 4 plus 4 is 8. So I know 12 plus 8 is 20. I believe that's correct. So I'm just going to come up here and put P equals 20 units. Okay. Now, if you have something like this and it has a missing side, you have to look at the side across from it. Okay. So I know this side is 2. This side is the same as that side, so this side also is going to be 2. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put it in there. All right. If I know this side is 2, then I know this side is 2 because they are the same. So I'm going to put it in there. Okay. Now, I don't have this side or this side. So I have to figure that out. Well, I know this whole long side is 2. And I know this little part is 2. Okay. And I know this little part would have to be 2 because it looks the same. Well, I can't figure it out here. We're going to go ahead and make that 2. And then we don't have the area of this side over here. But I know if this is 6, let's go ahead and make this, let's see, 4. Okay. Okay, so then I just simply go around and add up the sides. Okay, so if it gives you a missing part, like look at this one over here, you would have to add 4 and 3 to make this missing side 7. Okay. This is just a nice little rectangle, so it's easy to fill in the sides. Okay, now when you get down here, it's going to give you word problems. Okay, it's going to ask you to find, some are going to ask you to find the area. Make sure that you remember that area, when it asks for area, that you're going to multiply. Area equals length times width. You're going to be multiplying. Okay, when it asks you for perimeter, you're going to be adding. Perimeter equals the side plus the side plus the side, depending on how many sides that it has. You add up all the sides. Okay, so it asks us, what is the area of a rug that is 10 feet long and 5 feet wide? Well, long is the length. Feet is 5 feet wide is the width. So all I have to simply do here is multiply 10 and 5. Well, we know our 10s. We know that 10 times 5 is going to equal 50, and it's square units. Okay. All right, friends. I'm going to let you go to it because I think you guys have it. This one does not have an answer key. I want to see how you guys do. If you have any questions, just pop in on the Google Meet. I think I made this video long enough, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. All right. Love you guys. Miss you.